Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back to the second part here of The Quiet Year. We were playing Roll20's special marketplace module of The Quiet Year, which is available. You can check that out at the Roll20 marketplace and pick it up. It's got all these sweet cards, all the nice handouts, and everything you're seeing here. Tara, Dom, Suzanne, and myself are not included, though. So I have to do a disclaimer.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. We couldn't get a good arrangement there. But anyways, let's go back to the game. So let's pick up. I just had my turn. Did the whole thing. So I believe it's now Tara's turn to go ahead and begin drawing a card from the old Decorino.
All right, let's do this. I'm drawing it. Would like to draw one card, please.
Mm-hmm.
And I remembered how to do it this time. Oh yes. Ooh.
On screen.
Enhance. Thank you. Ooh, I like this. What's the most beautiful thing in this area? Or what's the most hideous thing in this area? Oh, I like this one. What's the most beautiful thing in this area? I'm trying to think like a dog. Oh, okay. So just north of the lake, there is a field called the Digging Grounds. And the Digging Grounds is like a mud area, and it's just like soft mud and like great for dirt and great for burying stuff, and it's the most beautiful thing for the dogs in this area.
Aww.
And I will draw it on the map.
Wonderful.
That's amazing.
Except now, of course, it's still giving me like a delay when I choose color, so I'll draw it afterwards. And so
Yeah.
I need to choose a project or hold. Is it hold court? I feel like that's not the right word.
Yeah, hold a discussion.
Hold a discussion. I think we should hold a discussion.
Okay. What will be the topic? And then you get to hear the three of us have our side of it.
Okay, I think we should burn down the police. I think the canine unit is, is problematic for a lot of doggos, and it's really seeking to reinforce the hierarchies that are present in the doggo community. And we need to take steps to ensure that we can protect each other and that we don't rely on the canine unit, who have their own specific ideas for how the community should be run. And this is my discussion.
Yep. So I did a quick little glance at the rules for holding a discussion. If you pose a question, like an open-ended question, you are allowed to follow up last with a follow-up.
Oh,
But if you make a point, which you did, you do not get to make one at the end.
Fair.
So, yes. Okay, so let's just keep going in order. So, Suzanne, you are the first person up. Once again, your answer should be like 1 to 3 sentences-ish, 1 to 2, like nothing really long. The point is that having conversations takes a lot of time to hear everyone's sides. In a week, it's hard.
The puppers are in favor. The puppers who were in the Froggo League are in favor of this because the Bloodhounds dissolved the league and they don't think it's cool. That was very good, Doggo.
Okay.
So the people who have just started building the police station just barely started, and the people arrived with fire. So they're just like, no, we promise it'll just be like for protection and to make sure that things like the frogs leaving don't happen again.
Yeah. I think one of the graybeard, or I keep saying beards, they're not dwarves, they're doggos. I think it's going to be, I think it's the German Shepherd. No, I think it would actually be better if it's the Labrador. It's the one that's conflicted, right? And say, no, the police are definitely necessary. if we don't have them, the young puppers might lose sight of what it takes to defend the group. They must see that strong for when the jackals come back.
I don't know why I'm
never. And I think he ends. I think he ends like with "Never forget the jackals." And I think dogs wag their tails and oh, it's like the in unison when they say "Never forget the jackals."
I don't even remember the jackals.
They're like I imagine it's something like they're like the jackals are like the Carthage of the doggos. So
Cool. What happens now? Is that just like the end of the discussion?
that is the end of the discussion.
Okay.
If you feel like if a point was made that you had a contempt about, you could also chuck away a contempt. If you feel like a project that you were working on, the other people have taken interest in, you can take contempt. If you feel like you had a project that people are taking ad inverse, or having issues with, you can also take contempt.
I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, that's.
I'm actually putting a contempt back. I think that was an important discussion to have as a community.
Yeah, like that's exactly how it works. It's more of just a visual representation of the amount of angst in the community. Okay, cool. So that was the discussion. So I think that's it.
Yep.
Then we keep the dog train rolling. Suzanne, it's your turn.
Okay.
I didn't mean to do guy, girl. I just grabbed the names in order of people joining Roll20.
Oh, I didn't notice.
That's cool.
All right. Got a 2 of hearts. There's a large body of water on the map. So there is. Where is it? What does it look like? Or there's a giant man-made structure on the map. Where is it and why is it abandoned? I'm going to pick that one.
For the record, I think maybe we should really do a quick palette check about what it means. I already kind of put forward that I guess there are people as well as dogs in this world, right? Were we cool with that in terms of content for the game? I probably should have maybe done the palette at the very start about are there humans in this world or not?
I think it's fine as long as it gets defined through the game what they are and what they are now.
Sure. Yep. So how about this? Here, one last question. I'm sorry. I know I didn't mean to interrupt you, Suzanne. It's just this is a really interesting part of the game. I think it's also fair to say when we see something on the card that says man-made, it can also be dog-made.
Okay.
Because
cool.
the game uses a lot of anthrocentric wordage.
Awesome. I like that.
I think that's okay to say, right? So ancient doggo.
Okay, I know what this is going to be. I am going to draw it, but so there is it is going to be a dog-made structure. I am going to interpret it that way. There is a giant pit that was dug by previous generations of doggos. And it was the primary bone storage pit. It was favored. Pits were buried. Pits were made within the pit. Pits and pits. And then one day a pupper lost his life in the pit. And from then on, the pit was declared unsafe. And it was too deep to fill up. So it was left to stand. But it is foreboding for puppers to bury their bones here. And I'm going to put it over here. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
While you're doing that, clocks tick down. So I believe, Dom, did you already tick down the clock or do we have the police station now? You're muted.
Hi. We have the police station now, but it's kind of almost abandoned because people are scared to trigger a lot of bad reactions from people. So it's kind of just standing there, half finished, and There are some people assigned to guard it, but it's not like the most important thing in the world.
I'm taking it contempt.
Okay, I have to do an action. Oh,
Hi, Burb.
I think Burb is taking a contempt.
This is Beans. This is the second
Oh.
cat.
Ah,
Hi,
Oh,
Beans. Beans would like to be part of the show, apparently.
oh my goodness. I'm gonna start a project which is designed to combat. Sorry, is there no longer a shortage of Scritches and Scrooch, or S went missing?
No, I just moved the S's over to the
Oh.
other side.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's designed to combat the shortage of Scritches and Scrooches. And it will be a collection of scratchy trunks that will be gathered and collected by the doggos to a field so that they can use them and roll on them for Scritches and Scrooches. Wow.
Aw.
Hey, Bean. Bean is fierce. Oh, Bean hates that. Okay.
But why? I'm a cat.
And that project, I think, might take a while because these are big, heavy trunks.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might take 3 weeks.
That sounds fair. I think 3 weeks sounds good.
All right. There you go. I'm going to throw
All right.
that on the map, too.
Yep. And grab one of those dice to mark it when you have a chance as well.
Yeah.
Cool. And then the game keeps moving.
it's my turn, right?
Yes.
All right, let's do this. Draw one card. Put it into your hand. Put it on the field. There you go.
Enhance.
What important and basic tools does the community lack? Or where are you storing your food? Why is this a risky place to store things? Huh. I think. What are they eating? Yeah, I guess I'll go with the storing your food. The it's gonna be bad again, but the food is gonna be stored inside the caves because it's colder there, and we do eat meat. Like we probably hunt down squirrels and tiny animals, and we store the meat in the back of the caves where it's the coldest. And it's not great because it's right behind the high-eared people where they live. So some people are not happy about that. And I'm gonna discover something new as my action. And as dogs keep going to the mud pit, I don't know what it's called, to get bones.
The boneyard.
Yeah. Someone finds. Let me draw it. Finds a giant skull of a dog.
Like a giant skull? Like a giant dog skull?
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's gonna take a while to draw, so yeah, that's my discovery.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start with dealing myself a card.
It's probably delicious, but
You see a good omen. What is it? Or you see a bad omen. What is it? Oh. I mean, the obvious one would be to go with something with a good dog, with a giant dog. I think I'm gonna do something else though. I think. In the forbidden, what are we? So that's the boneyard. What are we calling the pit that Suzanne put in?
The bone yard. Or the Scritch place.
Yeah.
That's Scritch Central.
Scritch
Okay. Central.
I think while you guys were moving, while the dogs were moving the logs around, they uncovered, half buried in the ground, a fire hydrant.
Joyous day!
It's the Holy Grail.
It really, really is. Cool. So now they have a fire hydrant.
Nice.
Projects tick down. I'm going to start a new project. I think what I'm going to do, you know, we have more puppers now than we ever had. I think we're gonna do something about our shelter. We don't have enough space. I think some of the brave Bloodhound gang needs to go into the caves and explore even more and find more space available for our doggos. I think that should take 3 weeks, actually.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I put a contempt token.
Yeah.
You like those tokens.
I'm trying to be more aggressive.
Okay.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it is your turn.
Okay. Still spring, right?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Until it runs out.
Okay. Oh, it says we ran out.
Oh, okay. Then we go to summer.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. Oh wow, dog summer must be just like the best summer.
The dogs
So
of
much
summer.
mud.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh. has a
Summer is
golden
where-
card.
Summer is where trouble usually arises.
Crap. Ooh. Introduce a mystery at the edge of the map, or an unattended situation becomes problematic and scary. What is it, and how does it go awry? So, could I potentially talk about the cave exploration right now with the Bloodhound gang?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so while the Bloodhound gang is searching through the caves, there is like a rumbling deep within the guts of the mountain, and the doggos are really afraid, and some of them are able to escape in time, but Elder Bloodhound, who we shall name High Priestess, is trapped inside the caves behind a wall of rocks, along with 2 other young members of the Bloodhound gang. And we have to decide if we need to go, or if we should go in after them, or if we should let them fend for themselves.
Yeah, or if it's too dangerous. Oh.
Yeah, that
Cool.
is our situation. I guess I should have a discussion about that. That seems like the right thing to do, to follow that. So I think we should have a discussion.
Okay.
Okay.
So you start with an affirmation or a question?
Should we go after High Priestess, the head of the Bloodhound gang, or leave her potentially to perish?
Starts with Suzanne.
Oh, right. Well, the Of the elders, the Bloodhound firmly believes that High Priestess is an invaluable asset, and she can't be left. She must be rescued.
I think the younger dogs are they don't carry the weight. Like all this conflict with the higher ear people are is kind of getting tiring for them.
We can't afford to. I think that's a price we pay for being too prideful. We have the giant skull, we have the hydrant. What more do we want going through these caves? I think that's the Doberman position.
Dang.
I'm really sorry if you own a Doberman. I'm playing them as like conservative jerks. I'm sorry.
Am I allowed to answer? Or was mine rhetorical? You go.
No, I don't think you put forward a position. You just asked a question, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can.
I think that the Labrador people, and the general mid-ear population, doggos, have a strong feeling of community and solidarity, and they worry about High Priestess, and they wish to go forward, and they're considering their options of like, can they go ahead without the community's approval? Can they forge ahead on their own?
Good one. Cool. Okay. Did we take down the projects? By the way.
Oh, I did not. No. I do. No, I just go down to 1.
Okay. Weimer in chat mentions joined the stream late. It seems so strange, but it's the most Terra game ever created.
Yeah. You don't know me.
Yeah, I mean the game. Hopefully you stick around, Weimer. I mean the game's pretty straightforward. Once you start playing, draw a card, tick down the projects, and then either do something new, have a discussion, or make a new project. So like the game kind of like ends up just kind of playing itself. You're just putting your spice on it. But I can see that. I can see it's definitely weird. This is not Dungeons and Dragons. So cool. Thank you, Tara. That was great. Suzanne, I believe it's your turn.
It is my turn. I guess, yeah, okay, that's right. Summer. Okay, 10 of diamonds.
Enhanced.
Thank you, computer. You discover a cache of supplies or resources, and you add a new abundance, or a scarcity has gone addressed for too long. Start a project that will alleviate that scarcity. I think I'm gonna add a new abundance, mostly because we did address a scarcity last time. That new abundance, what will it be?
It can be something already listed or something brand new.
Okay. I just keep thinking of different types of toys.
I kind of prefer the growing list of resources and things that we can play with.
Oh, I'm blanking.
It doesn't have to be something that's very helpful either. It could just be like anything, even not related to dogs.
Okay.
And take your time.
I'm just going to say that we find a new source of food, which will be strawberries.
Nice.
So,
Whoa.
yeah, we discover a new strawberry bramble.
Ooh.
And
Can I ask you how?
yeah. Are the bloodhounds still patrolling?
Yeah,
I think
they're still patrolling.
on patrols, one of the younger bloodhounds went a little off the path. The given way around the Doggo land and stumbled upon, he just followed his nose, smelled something interesting, and stumbled upon some berries.
Cool. So we have strawberries.
Where are they on the map?
Let's put them at between the lake and the mountains, so close to the caves. I will drop them slowly. Yeah. Right here. There's some berries.
Nice.
Lots of strawberries.
Yeah.
I believe a project is done. The Scritch Central.
Yes.
That's right. All right, the Scritch Central is complete. At least 10 large logs were gathered, and now all are exist in a circle. You can move one around. You may show up and just roll against one of them. Yes, it is an excellent place to get one's Scritch on.
Would you say we have an abundance of Scritches and Scrooches now?
We have, I think so. It's an ample amount. We didn't go over the top with the logs with Scritch Central, but we definitely have enough so that every dog can have a Scritch.
Good.
Nice. Oh, so a Scritch for every. Oh, okay.
For every pupper.
So I will remove the scarcity, and it's become an abundance. We have abundance of Scritches and Scrooches and walks. Excellent.
I'm so happy.
Cool. So that was your card. Or I'm sorry, your card. You did your card. That was your project that ticked down. The last thing to do is your actual turn. So you can hold, discover something new on the map, hold a discussion, or start a new project.
This is the hardest part for me for some reason. I just can't ever decide which one to do. But I'm going to hold a discussion.
Okay.
The discussion being when the elders are encouraged to retire. When do new elders get to rise to elderhood? And I'm going to leave it totally open-ended.
I think the pups are getting very excited about this because they really want something new and something different to happen. So they say, "How about now? Let's do it now. Let's do it now. Let's do it now. No."
Oh. I think some of the, once again, I think the Dobermans and stuff, they dislike the impetuance of the younger dogs. Don't see things through. So they snarl and growl and bemoan the idea.
Young people. I think the mid-year dogs are interested in this process, but they also don't really understand the cycle completely about what makes an elder dog an elder dog, because so much of it before was about ears and stuff, and they're more interested in seeing if there can be a new way of establishing who the elder dogs might be, and they're really worried about the Dobermans that are just stomping around all the time.
The only thing I will add is that the elders themselves are a little offended Um, and with different voices, but more or less in unison, they sort of woof to the extent of put my best golden years towards keeping these puppers and doggos safe, and this is how I'm paid, and this isn't how a doggo should end his days.
Aw. I like the accent. Cool. Okay. So we had the discussion. So ends your turn, and it goes to Dom.
We're in summer, right?
Yes, we were still in summer.
Boom, boom, boom. I can't wait for the shit to hit the fan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
So, like, I never mentioned it, but the way the game is structured and the reason why it's broken into seasons, that seasons control a lot of the narrative pacing of the game. While spring has a lot of suggestive, open-ended questions about establishing the world, summer starts to impact the world in a lot of ways. Often you see a lot of things about projects and completing them or something like that. Fall has a lot more things falling apart, and then winter is just a complete disaster zone. So the narrative, the narrative control is via the seasons and the cards.
Right. So I think when you're playing the game, you're not even supposed to read the cards out loud. You're just supposed to say that something happens.
Yeah.
But the way we're doing it is pretty cool too. But for this one, I'm gonna do it. It's someone trying to take control of the community, and it's the cats. The cats.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. And just real quick, I wanted to add on to that the thing about why we play reading them out loud and such like that. It's because audience, and I want people to see what they are.
Makes sense. But sometimes it's it's a
surprise. Yeah.
So the surprise would be that the cats have been pretty much.
Of course, they have
setting up a coup.
A coup de cat. A coup de cat.
Nice. And we realize that they're everywhere. Like they've been scouting us. They've been hiding. They've been kind of setting up in all the places all around the park. And I think they start just talking to the young pups and telling them the ways of the cats, like stealthily. So the pups are starting to kind of enjoy the life of cats because they're tired of the old crap. Okay.
Oh crap!
I think the project in the mountains is done, right?
Yes, it was finding new space to live, and I think I'm gonna dovetail off what you just mentioned with the cats. I think one of the big reasons why the cats are popular is that I think the cats were able to help find the bloodhounds that were missing.
Whoa.
As well as, since I think cats can actually see in the dark just a little bit better, they're able to like find better spots around in the caves that us doggos would get turned around with. So I think it's a double thing, like being like, not only got more shelter, we saved some of your own. Like, we're good cats. They did something good.
They're good cats, Bront.
Exactly. So I think there's more shelter now, and we were able to save those doggos.
Perfect. I think for my action, it's gonna be we discover something new as the cats show us where they hang out most of the time, and a bunch of pups are starting to hang out there too. And it's a giant tree with a lot of like those cat trees that they hang out on.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like a giant one of those that's like behind that mountain there. I'll put it up front just to
yeah. What are they called? Cat towers?
Cat towers? I think so.
Yeah.
Tara must know that.
They're just called cat trees, I thought. But back when I wanted to do something stupid and useless, I was gonna make cat trees for the philosophical cat called So Cat Trees.
That's awesome.
Still might do it someday.
You should.
I won't.
You totally should.
And it could be like in the thinking pose, you know? It'd be so bad.
All right. That's it for me.
Okay.
Totally took a contempt token.
Make some more. Okay. Nice. And that was just your card. Or and yeah. Oh, and the countdown of the action. Okay. That was discovering something new.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Then it goes to me. You grab a summer card.
This tree, by the way, would be like the death of me because I'm highly allergic to cats.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like a nightmare vision for me. This giant tree full of cats and full of cat hair.
A project finishes early, which led to its completion. Well, I don't think we have any projects right now. The weather is nice and people can feel the potential around them. Start a new project. Okay. Well, I'm going to choose the latter then. I think. Okay, I know what it is. The cats are expert negotiators. They heard about the tales of a game dogs used to play. A game about hopping over frogs.
Wart hopper.
They've promised to try to talk to the frogs to get them to come back. They can promise them. They're promising the dogs that they can get the frogs to come back. And wart hopping, as a dog tradition, can return once more. This is a hard project, though, so I'm going to put it to 4. And I'm going to put it in the middle of the water. Okay. So that's my project. Projects tick down. The ones you make don't. So I'm also going to start another new project. I think Contessa comes back distressed to the group. I think maybe the bloodhounds find them. Contessa says that something bad has happened, and that they need some of the dogs here to help her and her master, is what she says. The cats, on the other hand, say do not trust this Contessa, for she is not like our kind. This is and say it's a trick. So I'm going to hold a discussion. What should we do?
Do I start this discussion?
Yes, you do.
Okay. You know what? I don't like Contessa either. What's up with her nails? Why are they so clean? What is that thing around her neck? I say, we just go with the cats. The cats know what's up. Plus, they seem really cool, and they can lick themselves in ways that I have never seen possible. So my vote is as the neutral dog position to go with cats.
Taking contempt. Suzanne, your turn.
Yeah. So it's cats versus helping Contessa, basically.
Mm-hmm. The Contessa says it needs help. The cats say don't believe them. Do you trust your cat leaders, or do you trust a fellow doggo? Do you trust an outsider than your rulers?
The high society pointy ear dogs feel strongly that a doggo is a doggo, even if it's an outsider doggo. And they and a doggo in need is
a doggo indeed.
I know, I was trying to say that. It's too late, it's been said. Doggo indeed. So they feel it's their imperative moral doggo duty to help this doggo.
Sorry, maybe I missed something. What does it entail to help Contessa?
Send a group of dogs out with her. So they have to go back to the master.
Take a really long walk. So the kids are really excited about it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's the discussion, I think. Because I think my discussion was long-winded with that setup. I don't think it would be fair for me to have a point to it. So, thank you. That is my turn.
My turn now, right?
Yes, is your full turn now.
Sweet. 1. Enhance. Why wouldn't it let me enhance it?
Because you're not a GM.
Ah, curses. Ooh.
I could make you a GM. Such power is in my grasp.
So right now we have the Great Frog Return as the only project, right? So I'm going to read the card first. So option 1, a project fails. Which one and why? And currently we only have one project.
Mm-hmm.
Or something goes foul and supplies are ruined. Add a new scarcity. I think I kind of want to know what's going to happen when the Great Frog Return fails. So this is a long-term project. The cats have promised to return the Froggos to the land of Doggo. And no time has passed really. But we see maybe there are like tadpoles swimming in the lake. And they're new, they're coming to life, they're starting to return, and it's with no help of the cats. Like the frogs are beginning to repopulate the lake. And so doubt has been cast on this project and its legitimacy and of the power of the cats as the frogs begin to come back.
Oh, I like that. That's a nice twist.
I will draw some tadpoles.
That's some advanced level witchery.
And I should choose, I guess we should have another project. I'll draw the tadpoles after because there's like a weird lag when I try to draw. But so we should start a new project. I wonder what kind of project. I think there's like some rebellious dog that is interested in going out into the mountains for the high priestess to find out what happened. I mean, we still have a shortage of shelter, and we need to resolve this. So I'm going to say the scruffy Jack Russell Terrier group is like super down with some investigative cave stuff. And
okay.
It's going to be a 3-week.
I kind of realized we can do that. I kind of did that project, and I just never marked off the scarcity thing for it, though. That was part of the thing with the project of finding more shelter.
Right. Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
I didn't want to stop because you were really excited.
I'm always very excited. You have no fear.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, you could do it to have an abundance of shelter, right? Like that's totally you could. Like basically, I changed the data from scarce to regular. And if you did a project, it could go from regular to abundant.
And just going to find the the high priestess is good enough to.
Yeah, let's try and find the high priestess or find out what happened to the high priestess. And the Jack Russell Terrier group thinks 3 weeks.
3 weeks sounds good. That's cool.
3 weeks.
Okay, I like that. Cool. All right, that was a project. Suzanne.
Yep. All right. Got a summer card. The 2 of diamonds. Can't read it. Enhance, computer.
Sorry, Rob tweeted at us a picture of his beautiful little old doggo.
I love that doggo.
Hang on a second.
So
I have to look
good.
at that. That is a cute doggo.
That's a good doggo.
That's
a good doggo. Also, shout out to all the amazing puns in chat.
Yeah, we are going to maximum. Yeah.
I would like to screen cap the puns, please.
You should. Yeah, needs to be preserved. Okay, summer. Someone new arrives in distress, or someone leaves the community. Who and what are they looking for? Okay. This is great because this plays well into what I was thinking about doing. Oh no, but I wanted that to be a project. Well, we never resolved. No one ever went with Contessa, right? It was just a discussion. So, Contessa had one outstanding supporter among the doggos, who was a young beagle. Youngish. Maybe was a little bit taken with Contessa. Maybe that Contessa looked kind of cute with her trim little nails. But really who heard her in her distress and is leaving the community to go with her and help her investigate the strange disappearance of her humans. No one else was, so far anyway, willing to take that step.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that a lot. Cool.
Okay. And then I'm going to start a project, I think. Am I, though? We're at the base of mountains, right?
Yep.
But at the base of a very tall mountain.
Yes.
Still, I'm going to start
several mountains, I think.
Several mountains. Okay. I'm going to start a project, which is a little out of the blue, to investigate whether there is snow to play on the mountains. Because some of the doggos have heard stories, maybe some of the cats told them stories of the ability to play in snow. They weren't fans of it, but the doggos think that it sounds really fun. So they're going to go, a couple of young doggos are going up the mountains to investigate.
I like it. I like the idea that the dogs always knew about snow, but didn't realize they could play in it.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm just going to draw a couple of scritchy doggos going up the mountains. And that project will take a long time because it's a long ways up those mountains. I think it's going to take 4 weeks.
Yeah, I think 4 sounds good for that.
Yep, that's what it took to reach the top, so yeah.
Oh, right.
There you go.
Thank you.
I'll set it up for you.
Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, while you're drawing those adorable doggos, I thought I could help you out.
Yeah, they're so adorable.
Look at that. That's perfect.
Look at that doggo.
Cool.
All right. Let's go with this.
The Ace of Summer.
All right. A contingent within the community demand to be heard. Who are they? What are they asking for? Or a contingent within the community have acted on their frustrations. What have they damaged, and why did they damage it? Is it permanent? I think our best doggo of the year, the corgi, and his crew of workout dogs are starting to get worried that we're not focused on strengths enough. Like we need to be better doggos. We focus on playing all the time, but we need to be like strong guard doggos. So they demand to like focus more on military or some kind of defense because we are in a crisis after all.
I'm taking a contempt token.
So the project will be. It's kind of it's presented as it's not like the police before. It's a voluntary thing where we're gonna set up a force to protect the park, but it's all together. We all agree on this. Well, that's what they
that's what they say. Yeah.
That's what they say.
Yeah, we gotcha.
Okay. And I'm gonna say, since they kind of forced their hand, it's not gonna be a long project. It's probably gonna be like 2 weeks to set it up.
Yeah, I think too. Yeah, that sounds good. I think that's right.
But it's a good doggo. He has a lot of respect. It's a good doggo.
I like that. Cool. All right. Oh, Suzanne's camera just died.
My computer's just frozen. I think I have to restart it.
Okay. But we'll go to break anyways. Yeah. All right. Well, Suzanne's computer died, and we're at the top of the hour, so let's go to a break real quick because her computer froze. All right.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So we'll be back in 5 minutes, and it's also literally the top of the hour. So the computer was just a way better timer than I am.
Yeah.
So we'll see you on the other side. Go outside. Go for a walk. Sniff some stuff. We'll be back.
Get some scritches.
Get some scritches. We'll see you guys on the other side.